Hi Scorpio, welcome back. This is your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Scorpio, when I was meditating on the collective Scorpion energy, I got a few images and words that stuck out to me that may resonate with you. Take it or leave it. But I heard quite clearly a cog in the wheel. So I'm not really sure the relevance of that, but it's like, you know when we were kids and if you were to ride a bike and then all of a sudden you get something stuck in the wheel, it just totally trips you up, right? That's kind of the vibe I was feeling from that, like getting tripped up by something, because then it was like in the meditation, I was feeling a little bit disoriented. I was feeling a little bit upside down or like kind of all over the place. So be careful with where you're stepping, or of like, they keep giving me the word posture. I have no idea why that's important. But it's like, just pay attention while you're doing things, okay? Don't be trying to like run a marathon when you're feeling disoriented, or if you're feeling dizzy, sit down, okay? And obviously if you're having dizzy spells, then you need to check with a physician, right? Not a tarot reading, but I get it more symbolically speaking of just like this disorienting emotion coming in, and we are getting ready to go into a retrograde, Scorpio, in just a few days, somewhere around the 27th. And so of course the collective is going to feel the retrograde type of energy, which has a tendency to bring up old stuff or throw a cog in the wheel. You might notice miscommunication or things of that nature going on that can feel a little bit disorienting. And then when I was getting ready to come out of the meditation, they showed me a frog. It's actually a sticker that I've seen before. It's a frog that has like a peace sign. They showed it to me. It's like a bumper sticker on a car, or a sticker of some sort. It's a very specific, like cartoony looking frog with a peace sign. So I don't know, take it as it resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. These could also be things that you're seeing as we go through the next few weeks. Maybe you pop your phone open, there's a frog there, or you go outside and maybe you actually see that bumper sticker. Heck, I don't know. But just things to be aware of. Okay, and now we're going to get into the tarot portion of the reading and get much more specific as to what you can expect, Scorpio. So you have the first house of self as your overall energy. This is about your physical body, your outlook on life. Again, it's talking about the physical body again, and that goes kind of getting messages about that. So this also talks about self-image though, life, your philosophies on life, your consciousness, your opinions. There is some sort of new self-awareness that is coming in for you that's maybe helping you to see yourself from a different perspective, okay? Let's see what the angel cards have to say. So you have the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So this is that disorienting energy that I felt. It could feel like emotional confusion, or some of you, it's just like not really knowing where to place your emotions, or maybe having a lot of things you could be doing, or a lot of people you could be talking to, but none of it seems enticing to you for whatever reason. You know, it's kind of like this meh energy. And that's really interesting because I was talking to one of my Scorpio friends this morning about this meh type of vibe that's coming in with this retrograde, and it's almost kind of bringing in, I just heard misery loves company. That came out of nowhere. Okay. Some of you, it is making you feel miserable, but I feel it's temporary, okay? But it's just more of this boredom, that may feel like it's weighing your energy down. I don't even want to say boredom. It's just like maybe a lack of desire as well. But then out of that comes all of this determination. So I feel like some of you are determined to break through this energy anyways, right? And to focus on yourself. It's almost like gassing yourself up, right? Like not being really impressed by maybe the things around you or the choices that you have. So instead, you're placing all of that focus, or being encouraged to place all of that focus onto yourself, numero uno, and letting that kind of drive your motivation, or give you some sort of determination to push past an uncomfortable energy or an uncomfortable situation. And out of that is coming a deeper sense of self. Okay. So let's look at the thought process. I just realized I didn't mean to do that. Thought process. Some of you feel a little crazy right now. Okay. Or maybe people around you seem a little crazy right now. I didn't mean to do that, you know. Okay. And then we're going to go into the emotional space, how you're feeling emotionally. Then we're going to look at the bigger spiritual picture here, Scorpio. So, headspace. 10 of Wands, the Hermit, the King of Swords. Wow, the 8 of Swords. Okay, so maybe that's why I did that. Some of you are all up in the headspace, okay? Having a hard time like making sense of something, making sense of a situation or a person, and it's just like you're getting the best of yourself, like you're getting to yourself, but not necessarily in a good way, kind of letting these burdensome or these fearful thoughts come into your mind, and then spending a little bit too much time focused there. But I feel like because of the retrograde, it may be hard not to focus there. It's just like every time your brain gets tired, especially during times of physical exhaustion, it just naturally goes to this space that you know doesn't serve you, and you don't like how it feels, but it almost feels like at times you feel you don't even have control over it. Like it just consumes you, you know, and then you end up kind of isolating yourself and feeling heavier than you need to feel because you're overthinking something here, Scorpio. There is a sense of trying to detach or trying to not think about something, but it's almost like the more you try not to think about something, the more you think about it. And that's just kind of how law of attraction works. When we're trying not to think about something, we're still thinking about it, but we're just thinking about the absence of it as opposed to the presence of it. But it's still in the awareness, so you still attract it, right? So it's like the more you try not to think about it, you think about it. That type of energy. And it's just becoming all consuming to the point that I have a Green Day song, I Walk Alone. Oh, I got that in maybe Aries reading. You might be doing with an Aries. I think that was it. Specifically the lyric, my shadow is the only one that sits beside me. So there's a sense of either isolation or loneliness, or some of you doing shadow work. Let's go into the emotional space, Scorpio. 2 of Swords. Wow, the 7 of Cups is out twice. 3 of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay. So emotionally, again, here's that confusion. Here's that uncertainty. Here's that not sure which way to look. So let me just close myself off completely. Some of you coming to that like short-term resolution of closing yourself off, right? And Scorpios are really good for that, of knowing when you need to have some time alone and honoring that. And some of you may feel like, I heard closed off, but some of you feel closed off from another person, or you're shutting down. just so that you can give yourself space to kind of clear out the emotional confusion, because it's getting to you. And what you're really wanting emotionally is a sense of connectedness, excitement, happiness, playfulness. Some of you want a reconciliation here, or to see things come together in your life, but there's a heavy focus on the shadow right now. So the retrograde may definitely be bringing you to do some shadow work, or you just might be in that emotional space. Scorpio, it feels disorienting to me as a reader. But I can tell you, I have also been feeling kind of the similar emotional space. Now, I'm an Aquarius, but I have Scorpio in like 3 or 4 major placements, Mars being one of them. So I often feel a lot of the Scorpion energy as well. So it's the way that I could describe it is it almost feels like I went backwards, you know. You might be feeling that as well, or like emotionally not in my usual space, you know, not really feeling a lot of excitement, just feeling maybe even like a mundane type of energy. And the Scorpio I connected with this morning was also relating to what I was saying, so they were feeling that as well. So this too shall pass, okay? This is not forever. This is not your final destination, because like I said, you're going to come out of this more determined than ever to care about yourself, to care about how you feel, to care about your outlook, and to really truly understand what self-love means. It's a deep message. Let's see what the spiritual picture is. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you don't want, you might be afraid that that you've chosen wrong, or that you will choose wrong. And Spirit is saying no such thing as a wrong choice, okay? So alleviate yourself from that worry or that guilt or whatever this is about. I'm hearing Alicia Keys. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. Like, some of you are obsessing over one connection in particular, even though you have other choices or other things you could be thinking about. All right, so that's for a few of you, not going to be all of you. The rest of you, it's just this fear of making a wrong choice, or having a lot of choices, but none of them really like ringing your bell. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So as we go into the spiritual picture, there is a sense of choosing yourself, okay? And that is actually helping you to move forward. But there's something that really has a hold of you, Scorpio, energetically speaking. And for some of you, it could be a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. But at the same time, there's distance there, emotional distance or physical distance there, or this sense of guardedness around it. It's almost like you're moving towards like going into this period of your life where it's more focused on you and what's important to you, but at the same time still feeling very much attached to the old version of you, or possibly another person, okay? And it kind of serving as a blockage in your movement forward temporarily, especially during the retrograde, because I do feel a lot of disorientation or confusion around that. So some of you obsessively check on someone, okay, and that's keeping you stuck. Or somebody might be obsessively checking on you, which could be continually renewing the connection between you and them. And so consistently feeling that for some of you. All right, some of you, it's not all to do with another connection. It's just like your shadow's getting in your way. Like your shadow self, Scorpio, it serves you in a lot of ways, but sometimes it does block you from being able to like fully connect with others or to move forward in a healthier way, because you kind of get dragged back into your more shadowy self that doesn't always see things from rose-colored glasses, let's say that. You know, like sometimes going to this space where you just don't see the good in a situation, or you get stuck on something and obsess over it. Some of you might have some addiction or addictive behaviors that serve as a blockage for you as well. Some of you have some, I don't know why I'm so afraid to say what I need to say. It's the card of mental unwell-being. It's schizophrenia. I'm not, because I don't want anybody to be like, oh, you called me schizophrenic. No, I'm not saying anyone's schizophrenic. But I'm saying that you sometimes are your own worst enemy when it comes to the way that you're thinking about things. I think that you know that. That's when you're in your shadow. That's not you all of the time. But in the same way, it does like kind of motivate you. In a weird way, it pushes you towards getting to know yourself better and, and like proving to yourself that you can do things independently or that you're strong, But some of you are still clinging to the past, and it's causing a gap in your reality. So there needs to be some sort of change here, Scorpio. And I don't mean like action-oriented change. I mean like change in the way that you are seeing things, and the way you're thinking of things, and the way you're feeling about things. And you can't do that while you're clinging to the past, because it's keeping you stuck, okay? So it's like needing to free yourself from that. And then comes this new beginning of doors opening and this newfound determination coming through. I know a lot of Scorpios. I have a lot of Scorpios in my family as well. I have a Scorpio in my extended family that is really, really going through some big life changes right now. And I don't mean to bring like my personal life into this. I'm just saying that I've noticed collectively among Scorpios that there's a lot of intense energy going on. But I promise you, they don't call you the Phoenix for nothing, right? So you will rise from the ashes. You always do, Scorpio, and you are. So this says cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So this is, and not just physical cleansing as in like washing your body, although water's therapeutic. I would really encourage you as well to kind of tidy up your energetic space by sitting in a meditation, sitting in silence, allowing your mind to go quiet so that you can hear your inner guidance come through, Scorpio. So I'm going to leave it there for now. You could be dealing with these zodiac signs or have this in your own birth chart: Pisces, Aries, Virgo, Aries again, Capricorn, Cancer, Those could be placements in your chart or the chart of the person you're dealing with. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana, link down in the description box below. I do go live there as well and just chit chat. I've got a lot of videos over there, so check me out. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. Either way, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Scorpio. Until next time, my friends. Namaste.